Hello again, everyone. Sneaky Chiefy here, bringing you Game 2 in the SuperLeAGE Iron Division best of 3 matchup between TAW Member King, who is playing again as Teal, as the Celts, against Hans, playing as the Italians in red. The map is Four Lakes, so a very interesting matchup between these two civs on Four Lakes. Italians obviously a great civ for such a map, getting cheaper fishing ships. Celts not too bad either in the fact that they chop wood faster, so they collect wood faster and they can spend that wood on more fishing ships. So tough to say. I'd probably favor the Italians in simple food collection from the fishing lakes here, but I'd say I'd like Celts better as a civ in general. King has shown that he's comfortable going siege, as we saw in the last game, where he built both mangonels and scorpions to decent effect. So the Celts are obviously a strong civ for him if he does enjoy siege, and just such a strong civ in general. Though the Italians are fairly well equipped to deal with the Celts. They have I think it's cheaper gunpowder units. They also get hand cannoneer, so we could definitely see that as an option, the hand cannoneer against those infantry. They also have bombard towers and such, so that's a good choice against the Woad Raiders or the champion line, but they will be exposed to any kind of siege that the Celts throw their way. We've also seen Hans prefer the archer civs, so Italians, obviously he's comfortable playing archer civs. Italians are a good choice for him for that. So we'll have to see how it plays out. That's just my initial impressions on some of the options that these players have. Other than that, I think King's got, looking at the map gen, a better base than he did last time. This wood line in the front is rather handy. He's got stone on the left and gold on the right. He could even collect that gold with one mining camp if he felt like it. Fairly well wallable here to here, for example, and then there if he wants to, and then just straight across there if he wants to. And it's interesting with Four Lakes, you're not always, right now each player's kind of got their designated pond. That's not always the case with Four Lakes, as sometimes the players will spawn in the middle over here, for example, and then could go either way. But in this scenario, they will have their own ponds for the most part. Looking at map generation for Italians, he's definitely got a lot of exposed land here on the right and the left. This is going to be tough to wall the left side here. We'll have to see what Hans does. Both players sending their scouts forward relatively quickly. Both players lost their scout to TC fire last game, so we'll see what happens this time. Both players also dropping their dock. Oh, did he get... Okay, he's got loom, it looks like. Oh, no, he doesn't. He does not have loom. Oh, he does get the dock up, but he will lose this villager. That's big, and even if he loses his scout, which he will, he'll probably be happy with it, Hans will. On the other side, Hans doesn't have loom, but he was smart enough to wall in his shore fishing villager. So, good job, Hans, sniping a vill from King. King's gonna look back on that and roll his eyes, I'm sure. But King will look to at least... Oh yeah, he is walled off. At least annoy with his scout, and it is the only remaining scout, so slight advantage there, though he is a villager behind early, which you never want to see. Fours coming in for both players. Looks like there's no drama there. The vill lead is 1.5 more or less, as we see fishing ships come out now too. So this is the thing, right? I mean, you get cheaper fishing ships for the Italians, you get faster wood choppers for the Celts, which in a way translates to more wood for fishing ships, as we see 2 out already for Teal and only 1 out for Red. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And let's take a look at how much... How much Red has scouted out. He has scouted out the... Uh-oh, watch out, King. You're gonna lose your scout again, bud. Oh! Dodge it! Oh, he does, just barely. That's a lot of free hits, though. Red has scouted out what his base scenario is looking like, and he's going for the tighter walls, just walling it towards his TC for now. This gold line is good in that it's so close to the TC, so fairly well protected. And that might be his best choice, and maybe just a wall to here, up to here perhaps. But I like how he's done this. You can't wall this off. Like from here to here would just be crazy. It's too far from the TC. It'll get broken through. You could make an argument here to here. This is tough though with that stone down. Italians don't necessarily need the stone. Castles are great and all, but I'd be shocked if we saw Genoese crossbowmen. Unlike the Celts, where the Road Raider is a strong possibility here. You could easily go champion line or just pikeman siege. If I don't know, again, I haven't played with King very much, so I don't know too much about his playstyle, but if I were to guess, I'd say we'd see pikeman siege. Just from save your gold for the siege units and the research, and just have a trash unit such as the pikeman to eat up damage in front of your siege. Teal will have a substantial lead into Feudal Age, though he's 6 villagers behind. So Teal clicking up at 25, Red clicking up at 31. So Red will have a stronger eco behind that. 5 fishing ships for both players.
Kia.
Look at this sneakyville from King. He's going to dock the opponent's pond. Love it. Thinking creatively here. Red doesn't see that yet. I've seen the pro players fish one of these little pockets, maybe fish this guy here in order to spot such things. He might be doing that on the right. Yeah, he's already sending a fishing ship. This is intentional from Red. He's sending it out to make sure, because he knows he hasn't walled off and he can't. So sending his fishing ships out to spot it. He needs to do so on this side though, or he'll miss this. As soon as Feudal Age comes in, fire galleys come out, and this could catch him unawares. This is a great move from King. Let's see what comes from this. He has the lead on Feudal Age too by a couple seconds, so let's see if Red is ready with fire ships of his own or not. If King is real smart, he won't send his first fire ship out. He'll wait till there's 2 fire ships. And he stopped fishing ship production at home, or slowed it at least, in order to get fire galleys out. So having the scout, okay, he did put his... Red's gonna know now. That's a lot of fishing ships though. That's 10 fishing ships that could go down. Let's see how quickly Red reacts with fire ships of his own. And unlike with villagers on land, you can't fight with your fishing ships. So they're just sitting ducks. Okay, here it comes with fire galleys, but he'll be about 2 fire galleys behind, or 1.5 fire galleys behind. You just gotta run away with your ships for now. Try to save as many as you can. He's lost 2 already. Spearman goes forward to kill this scout, which is a good idea. King should have probably walled his villager in. So the fire ships are there to help out, keep that villager alive for now. Walling the villager in, I mean, obviously you want the villager alive to build stuff, but more importantly, to repair your fire ships. So wall your villager in right around here somewhere, nice and safe, and then you can bring your fire ships back when they're wounded. And fishing ships continue to go down. Oh, and scout raids coming in too. Love this. King is not satisfied with killing land eco. He also wants to kill villa eco, but the Italian player fights back with villagers. Okay, this is good too. Demo ships coming in. Great hit too. A second dock. This is a great response from Hans. He builds a second dock as he knows he needs to up the production levels because he was behind on military and the water. And he's using the demo ships is a great idea too because he damaged 2 fire ships very much. And this evens things out a bit. But the benefit is that King is unharassed at home. So slight advantage still on the home pond. Oh, 8 of 10 fishing ships go down. Fire galleys are still coming out from Red, but at this point I think the damage is done. Let's take a look at... I need to figure out how to change this. I was going to take a look at the eco numbers, but they changed the commands on the HUD. Oh well. Well, still 2 fishing ships active, but I think King would be fairly happy with performance so far. I think they're just in way of room for improvement using the repair villager, just like that. This is how you keep your fire ships alive. See that the damage is negated there above the fire ship, and then you're able to snipe down the enemy's fire ships like this. Brilliant play, and all because he kept his villager alive and walled it in like this. He's even using the relic as a bit of a wall too. Funny. Alright, silly me. Here's the eco numbers up here. We see a huge food advantage for King at the moment, thanks to the Italian player relying so heavily on fish, which he lost, as we see more demo ships coming out as the water battle continues. And so this blue had to switch to farms unexpectedly, and it just takes a while to get that farming eco rolling, right? So meanwhile, Celts have got a few farms of their own, in fact more farms already, and these 5 ships have turned into 9 unharassed, and you see how much fish have been taken in the north versus the south, as Teal has clearly won water despite there being 2 docks worth of production buildings. So even though he's been behind on production buildings, he's managed to keep Blue's fishing ships from being active, all but 1 in this case. But there were 10, so it's definitely reduced things. Teal is also using this food bonus to harass with scouts. Both players are clicking the castle though. Blue is good in bloodlines, so we might see Italian knights coming out here. I say might. We will see Italian knights coming out here. I can't imagine we'd see Celtic knights. I mean, Celtic knights are not bad either, because you can use, yep, more stables coming in, so we'll see a knight battle. King likes his mobility. There's an overchop here. This is going to cost Blue. These are still just scout cavalry though, they're not light cav. 1 bill goes down. Teal will hunt for more. Blue is building up his navy a bit before sending them forth. Teal is still investing in water over here. Not a horrible idea. It's the only pond that Blue has. Might as well keep the enemy's attention and resources towards saving that pond. Blue putting down a second town center right away. Demo hits. Fire ships activate. 3-3. Advantage Blue right now. If they focus down the right ships. Suddenly it's 3-on-1 and Blue will get his pawn back. But damage definitely done, and we'll see Teal kind of give up, I think. I don't expect him to make many more. He's just doing a forward siege workshop. Love this. It's going to be knights. I said pikemen mangonel. It's going to be knights mangonel instead. As Teal has been slowly building his wall across the whole map. But for the most part has been unharassed. Here's some blue knights. These are the first land units on the field for Blue so far. +1/+1 knights against, I think, the same. Well, okay, no offensive upgrade yet. It'll be +0/+2. So Teal prioritizing the defensive upgrades over forging. And here we go. See how quickly Blue reacts here. Fairly quickly. The numbers are 9-7 in knight numbers. The difference is the mangonel, and Blue is going to try to snipe that mangonel, but Teal does a good job defending it, maybe. Mangonel will probably go down. Mangonel does go down. Blue knights are slightly better, but there's more Teal knights at the moment. 2 vills go down as the second mangonel dies, but all of Blue's army gets wiped up in the process. And the vill numbers are 55-43 in Teal's favor. As Blue does make more fishing ships back now that his pawn is back in his control. Love this monastery. When you see your opponent is making knights, it's going to be a monk, knight, mangonel push. Just convert those enemy monks. Keep those mangonels unharassed as forging now comes in, and the Celtic knights will be much stronger than the blue knights, and the numbers are much bigger too. King has a surplus of wood thanks to the faster wood choppers. He sells those for gold so that he can make some monks now that he's built his monastery. As we see the raids coming in now. 1 bill, 2 bill down. 3, 4, 5. Brutal. Oh, the reaction. Well, Hans quits it. Just too bad. GG, congrats. Well played, Hans. You did your best. It's tough, man. That sneaky villager through here, it was a hard base to wall off, and King took good advantage of it, knocking his opponent off food eco so badly it took him a while to get back into it, food eco wise, and just pressed his advantage, did King, with the knights and the mangonels right away. So a very interesting game. Keep in mind, this is the Super League is the name of the tournament, 1v1 tournament. It's the Iron Division, which I believe is the middle division. And the trick with Super League is that you pick your opponent's civs. It's a reverse draft. So Celts was thrust upon King as Italians was thrust upon Hans. I think that Hans picked a good civ for this map, knowing what you have is what you get. So Italians was probably his best option in a hybrid civ, but King had a game plan for Four Lakes and executed it, as you can tell, and comes out the victor. So King will move on to the next round of Super League 1v1, hosted by Ramon. I will put the details in the Discord of this tournament's Discord and Twitch channel in the description of this video, and I appreciate you watching. Congratulations to TAW Member King for his victory here, and may we see many more from you in this tournament. Looking forward to casting you all the way up to the finals, hopefully. Thanks again for watching. This is Sneaky Chiefy signing out.